All right, guys. It's about 12:30 on what should be the busiest night of the year on Bourbon Street. The Saturday night before Fat Tuesday. You'll notice nobody just trying to do the right thing. Keep this bitch safe. Bars are closed. No more live music. One pair of lone lovebirds on Valentine's Day of all days. And aside from them, one lone soul, no beads are thrown from the throne. Just like on 9/11, we shot footage on a dead Broadway. So, just over 19 years later, we shoot footage on a dead Bourbon Street on what should be the dopest night of the year. There is no one out here. We're talking, it's 12:15, 12:30. You can't even get. Okay, so that's Bienville right there with all the New Orleans finest. You missed the White Horse Rider earlier. It was kind of pale when he got close. Anyway, everyone's trying to do the right thing. And we love New Orleans police almost as much as we love the best police department in the fucking world, the New York City Police Department. But I digress. I sit out here, I think about Hurricane Sandy, which I rode out with Katrina at the Waldorf Astoria. I think about the night of 9/11. I think about that night or that day Michael Jackson died. Where do you put him? Whether the king of pop or the #1 terrorist, most wanted man in the world, would shut down the greatest city in the world. Or dead New Orleans on Saturday before Fat Tuesday. This thing should be jamming. The shadow economy is stalled. I mean, oh, and by the way, it's Valentine's Day. Yep. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Not a soul. Except the biggest soul that grace this world with his presence. Okay, so thinking about James 5:16, here we go. Something to the effect of, confess your faults one to another and pray one for another, and ye shall be healed. The effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man doth availeth much. King James Version. I'm thinking about this on Valentine's Day in Bourbon Street. You know, the last time I was here, I was trying to convince some drunken dude, and I was drunken too. We were both drunken. I don't know, that I had something important to say. I recorded it, it's online. Think about those words. You really got three. I mean, righteous, yeah, that's one conversation, but we're talking effectual, fervent. Oh, effectual, fervent, and righteous. Effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man doth availeth much. You got to look up the definitions of those words. I did, and it starts to make sense. And you know what? The only way that makes sense contextually, by the way, that's the Musical Legends Park. There's some statues of some like jazz guys in there. When you look at those words in a row, you're like, oh, I get it. Well, effectual means there has to be some sort of like productivity from it. You're not just praying and admitting faults. You have to have a plan. And if he approves of the plan, then you get a miracle. This is why Jesus is so fucking good at miracles, because he's like the main character in the dopest plan that spreads throughout all human beings based off their interaction with the plan. The closer you are on Bourbon Street right now, the closer you are to Messiah. P.S. No one is here. Except the second best police force in the world, the New Orleans Police Department. Nobody. Number one is the New York City Police Department. To both I shout, "Who dat?" I'm that guy who's the lone balcony dude. There is no one out here. This is a modern day 9/11, but it's viral. Anyway, I'm gonna drop it at 6:16 for all those doubters out there.